There's still a lot of reaction to Prime Minister Mark Carney's speech yesterday at Davos, where he offered a stark look at the future.
The old order is not coming back. We shouldn't mourn it. Nostalgia is not a strategy. But we believe that from the fracture, we can build something bigger, better, stronger, more just.
Those words earned him a rare standing ovation at the event and is putting Carney in the spotlight as a global trade war with the United States intensifies. CTV News' Annie Bergeron-Oliver is in Switzerland. She's joining us with the latest this morning. And Annie, we are keeping an eye on the plane, which is on the ground, President Trump's plane on the ground in Switzerland, while we talk to you. But first of all, what is the reaction you're seeing to this speech in Davos?
Well, for sure, it's getting a lot of reaction. If you look at a lot of the headlines, they're talking about Canada's new foreign policy moving forward. And it's something that people are talking about here on the ground as well. We had an interview this morning with the International Trade Minister, and he said that since Carney's speech yesterday, his phone has been ringing off the hook with people calling them, asking to learn more about Canada's foreign policy, looking to schedule meetings with Canada, to arrange more meetings. And so, you know, from the government's perspective, this does seem like it's a speech that's resonating with a lot of people. As you mentioned in your intro, Anne-Marie, it did receive what organizers called a rare standing ovation. And I think, you know, really what it did is it kind of brought together the Prime Minister's vision for where Canada is moving and where the world is moving. We've heard tiny little bits and pieces about this throughout, you know, his time as Prime Minister, and very much so throughout this trip, talking about Canada's need to move away from its reliance on the United States, to become more dependent on other nations, but also to become more self-reliant, the need to diversify trading partners, increase trade access, sign more trade deals with people around the world. And what this speech really did was provide the clearest foreign policy view yet of where Canada is going, why we're reaching out to other trading partners. And really, it was a call to action to middle power, saying, look, great power rivalries are kind of taking over right now. They're moving away from the rules-based order we saw after World War II. And Carney's message was middle powers need to pivot. They need to work together. They need to band together to create a new world order. Otherwise, you know, this is just not going to work. We're in a rupture and it's not a transition.
You know, President Trump, while he was in Washington last night, made this address, people listening to see if maybe he had a response. You know, Mark Carney not calling him out directly, but using a $3 word to describe him and his leadership. If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.